The sprint retrospective is the very last event of a sprint, before a new sprint starts. Its time box is 3 hours, or once again, it's shorter if it's less than a monthly sprint. You inspect how the last sprint went with regards to people, relationships, processes, and tools. You identify and order the major items that went well and potential improvements, and create a plan for implementing improvements to the way the Scrum team does its work. And while the Scrum Master has jobs like keeping the meeting in the time box of 3 hours, making sure the meeting is positive and productive, they also participate as a peer, because inspection and adaptation should be done with them as well. The Scrum Master should encourage the Scrum team to improve the dev process and practices in ways that make things more fun and enjoyable, hopefully. Not only that, but the product quality should be improved as well, by improving those work processes or adapting the definition of done to better suit what's actually needed. At the end of the meeting, the Scrum team should have ways to improve, adapt itself for the next sprint. While these improvements and others may be implemented any time, the sprint retrospective is a good point to bring them up, and one of those should be a high priority improvement that should be put in the product backlog for the next sprint to use. There are many ways that teams do retrospective discussions. One of the common ones to get the ball rolling is by using this method on the slide, where Scrum team members talk about what they want to start doing next sprint, what they want to stop doing next sprint, and what they'd like to continue doing that they were already doing. There's a few other ways that teams like using as well, like what they're sad about, what they're mad about and glad about, what they'd like to repeat and what they'd like to avoid, and even the 4 L's, what they liked, what they lacked, what they learned, and what they longed for. These are all, of course, just ways to start a discussion, and it's part of the Scrum Master's job to encourage them to bring up other ways to improve besides what the team lists, and the whole team helps plan ways to do things better.